Hi, YouTube. Hey, welcome on back. We're doing this every Friday and every Sunday, apparently, now. I think we might be done with season 1. But if you guys want us to go ahead and do season 2, let me know down in the comments down below. Let me know if you want us to go ahead and do a season 2. I need to know that there's like hype for it, that there is like a community behind it that genuinely wants us to go ahead and do season 2 or season 3 or whatever's out there. I'm all for this show. And I think you guys can see it by the amount of time that I invest in this show, by the amount of love and, the actual characters in it. I'm beyond the fucking moon for this show. And I do want to say thank you again to the Reddit community in here. I've heard that you guys have been nothing but amazing and supportive and, allowed people to go ahead and post some of the videos and stuff when it's there. Thank you guys so much if you're from the Reddit community or the Facebook communities, apparently. So honestly, thank you guys so much. With that, guys, let's talk about this. Who would you rather want as a friend? Yui, Yukinon, or Hachiman? Who would you pick? Sensei is not an option. Yui probably. Yui. Okay, here's another question. Out of those 3 characters, which one is the most controversial to you? I'll tell you guys my opinion. I think Yui might be the most controversial character out of these 3. So far from what we've seen, in season 1, what I'm starting to notice is anytime, and this is just in the comments, anytime that I'm like, Yui's doing great, Yui's doing this, Yui's doing that, y'all know what happens? I get fucking people in the comments being like, Yui is such a fucking horrible character, I'm not going to explain due to spoiler. It's like, I'm not going to explain due to spoiler reasons, but like Yui's trash. And like, how could you say that Yui is good in this regard? I'm like, damn, I'm just saying Yui's okay. And immediately I'm getting fucking Yui's the most controversial character just based off of your guys' responses. But realistically, no, I think she might be the most controversial character. And if I was the author, if you're like, Ed, if you were to write this, how would you go ahead and layer this? Hold on. I would layer this show. Give me a couple seasons to make this show. How many seasons would you give me? 4 seasons, fine. We'll do 4 seasons, right? The first season, can you guys see this? Okay. Season 1, intro to characters, right? Goals, ambitions, character dynamics. What else? I would probably put in here some ruptures and repairs, small. Season 1, this is what I would focus it on. If I was the author of this thing, this is what we would go into. Season 1, intro to characters, what are their goals or ambitions, the character dynamics, and ruptures. Small ruptures that are happening. Small ruptures that test the level of introduction to these characters. Season 2, I would start introducing concepts of love, concepts of jealousy, even concepts of self-hatred, self-love, medium to big, ruptures and repair. I would probably put in season 2, probably like cognitive distortions. We've seen this happen in season 1, but I want this to be in full blast. I would want the characters where this is now leading into all of this. Now, season 3, this is what I would call a telenovela season. If I was the author, I'm like, okay, I've already established what season 1 is. I'm going into season 2. Now, season 3, I would go fucking ham with it, right? I would put like, you know what? This is a interpersonal war. Hachiman or the girls need to go ahead and find out what the future looks like for them. Large rupture and repair. And then there needs to be a separation. There needs to be a clear defined boundary. How does my aspect of being in a relationship with, like a friendship with you, differ from me being in a friendship with another person? How does this look like? And by the way, this could be done with any friend group or anything like this. Friends, loved ones, whatnot. Looking at all of this doesn't necessarily apply to just one. Season 4 would go specifically into agents of change. What about adding more? You can add more girls to the mix. This all falls into all of them. This could be like any girl, by the way. I'm not just talking about Yui and Yukino. I'm talking about any girl that's added into the mix. They would fall into these themes that are being presented in here. By agents of change, whoever gets left out here, or like the odd one out right here, has to go through this process. All the individuals that were left out has to be an agent of change for themselves. They have to start the process of understanding self, of trying to go ahead and keep the boundaries and not wreck them. So, for example, if two friends are together, this person, whoever gets left all the way out here, has to understand their roles and the boundaries that have been placed on them, and not interfere with whatever friendships, groups, whatnot are formed in here. This is already a different things. So let's say that like Sensei were to find a fucking boyfriend, right? Sensei gets a husband in season 3. Hachiman can't be a fucking homewrecker in season 4. Hachiman would have to struggle with understanding himself and understanding the boundaries that he has now lost access to Sensei. Hachiman can't come in here and be like, Sensei, I've had feelings for you. So Hachiman needs to put up a boundary and be like, this is Sensei's relationship. I have to cheer them on, whatever, right? Like, whoever is left on this side needs to be an agent of change, understand self, keep boundaries, make real relationships or real friendships, and literally find peace. That is the aspect of season 4. If you want to make an amazing show, you take these different seasons, these 4 seasons that you guys gave me, right? And you break it up like this. So like, let's say that it was, let's say that like Saki would be left out, right? Saki is left out of this group friendship, whatnot. Let's say like Yui, Yukinon, and Hachiman solidify their friendship. They're not really looking for any other friends. Hachiman's not looking to be with any other person or whatnot. He only wants to focus on his relationships with Yui and Yukinon. Well, Saki now needs to go ahead and understand that he needs to be his own agent of change. They need to understand self and being comfortable with self, being comfortable being alone. And I wouldn't even mind a camera shift, right? Because I know we have Hachiman and like all the people in season 1, probably season 2, season 3, season 4, however many seasons there are. But I wouldn't even mind season 4 all of a sudden starting back up. And this time you're hearing the narrative of Saki in season 4. And you're hearing their struggles. And you're hearing what they feel. And you're hearing that they need to be an agent of change. And you see Hachiman and Yui and Yukinon having fun. But Saki's out there. And they're like, I feel my heart there. I feel my heart breaking at this environment. That I see someone that I care about, but I can't be with them because I need to respect their self. And that struggle of trying to go ahead and bridge and make friends and understand what real friendships are. And then at the very end, being okay with where things are. That's how you make a fucking powerful show. That's the way I would do it if I was the author. I'm super fucking curious where this show's going to go. This just comes from a perspective of understanding characters and understanding self, right? Understanding relationships. Because I'll tell you guys this. How quickly do you change? I'll be honest. It takes me a while. I got to fuck up and learn and fuck up and learn and fuck up and learn again. I got to relapse a lot of times to solidify some processes. Ed should become a plot consultant for these Japanese mangaka. People don't change. Step by step. Exactly, Louder. Slow. We all changed rather slowly, which is what this would entail, Also, I do want to say this. Guys, I'll share this news, right? And I'm sharing this news in Oregairu because I finally got confirmation. And I think I always like to share a little bit of self before jumping into it. My dad's finally going to retire this month. On the 23rd, 24th is when we'll be celebrating his birthday. But he's retiring finally after 65 years of being in construction, busting his ass off, literally getting like me and my brothers through college and everything. Love the man. Literally my highest respects to him. And I think he deserves the rest. And we'll talk about it. But man, I want to give you guys that news because I was like, dude, that's fucking amazing. Like, holy shit, dude. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how the madman did it. And I don't know how a lot of people do it when like they're out working hard labor, Anyways, with that being said, boys, are you ready? Oh, I'm excited. Let's go. 65, yeah, Lena? Exactly. Oh, no. Oh no! I feel like I talked about this a while ago. I feel like I talked about the. Wait. Wait. I talked about this a while ago. This feels exactly like when I mentioned, like, when it comes to a situation like this, what would happen if there's a dysfunction in the unit like this, right? Holy shit, bro. What a way to start off a fucking scene. Look at this fucking power dynamic, right? Fucking chair 111. Who is the medium? Like, who is the person that is interpreting all of this? The energy of this is just being directed outward, right? Yui, yeah? Oh no moment. Yui has the ability to understand and take both perceptions because you're not even turning towards one another. In fact, make it even worse. Look at what Hachiman has done. Yui's here. Table's here. Hachiman is behind the table. He's not even where he's usually at. Hachiman is here. Hachiman is usually here, but Hachiman is here right now. Ed, you invented a pyramid scheme. Hachiman usually sits on the corner of the table, but now he's behind the table with Yui. Why? Where does he feel more comfortable? Does he feel more comfortable interacting right here or interacting right here? There's tension that is happening right here. So he took a step back, maybe even unconsciously, right? Usually he feels comfy on the sides of the table, but he probably feels more comfortable at this point in time with Yui. Right now, his comfort level is with Yui. Hence why he took a step back. He doesn't want to have this interaction with them right now. This is stuff that we do non-verbally, unconsciously, to try and set something up. Why? Because all of a sudden, things are not how they were. Things are not how they're used to being. And Yui can see this. Yui's interpreting all of this in the quietness of a group like this. Fucking insane and beautiful. Beautiful work. Beautiful aspect of the social psychology in it. He did say he hated himself because of how he put Yukino on a pedestal. Right, but you're talking about like, hey, you know what? He could have, everything could have stayed the same in that regard, or almost the same, right? Would you say that Yui has the power dynamic over them, Ed? Yui is in the steering position of this unit at the moment. Not necessarily, Masters. I think that Yui is, if we're gonna put it, might be the glue of this group. Or if need be, if Yui wants to be the glue of this group, this is what she needs to do. Let's say you're trying to save this relationship, right? This is Yui. Okay. Hachiman is banking on this because there's no interactions happening. What happens the moment that she's out? What happens the moment that Yui just decides to fucking leave? If Yui's like, hey, I'm busy. I have school activities. I have to go help my parents out. They're forced to interact. They're forced to fight. And because of propinquity, that rupture and repair process starts coming through. All of a sudden, yes, it might be a cold room. We might be in here for... like, I might be just reading a fucking soda bottle for days on end, but at some point in time, we're going to have to talk, and we're going to have to find a way to mend our bridge, right? All encompasses internal silences. Because of propinquity, because we're sharing a space, because of whatever. Finding a way to run. I guess I'll ask this for you guys, right? And I'll throw this out. How many of you guys are legitimately forced, or have ever been in a position where two of your friends are fighting, and you're the third one there? And you're just like... well, this shit's awkward. What did you do with that? What did you do with that? I'll be honest. There's been countless times where that happens, and I'm just very deliberate about it. I'm like, okay, so you guys have beef with one another. Let's talk about it. You guys are grown-ass adults. What's going on? What can make you guys feel better as of this point in time? Because the moment that you shut down communication is the moment that you're not allowing anybody in this group to heal. Interesting shit. I know we're only 16 seconds in and 21 minutes into the recording, but really, really powerful moment of showcasing how even like unconsciously we move our seating arrangements, our chairs or whatnot to try and feel some sort of comfort. I'll even say this. How many of you guys are comfortable being alone? No friends, no Discord on the side, literally just being alone. And if so, what brings you comfort in that? How comfortable are you saying, you know what, I don't need a partner in my life? How comfortable are you saying, you know what, I can do a lot of things by myself? But also comes in the main question, how healthy is that? Alone is scary. I don't know what I'd do without noise on the side. My kitty, oh, what type of a cat do you have? What color? Got to get that social break sometimes, right? Silence can be deadly. Silence, being alone for a long time can lead to mental illnesses. And I know what you guys might be saying. What the fuck do you mean by that? You need a support group. You need distractions. You need to be on Discord. You need to have a video game that you're really into that others are into. You need to, I don't know, maybe become a content creator so you don't feel as alone. So you have something to spend your time on that like you don't feel as though you're just wasting your day by thinking about like the endless anxiety and endless moments out there as to, oh wait, I'm just gonna be alone like this forever, or oh, you know what, like in an instance like this I only have my dog Loki or my cat or you know my pet lizard or whatever, and that's the only sole reason worth living. Sometimes we find different semblances even inside of friend groups as to where these silences become too big, where these silences might overtake us. This is why you need to find a support group. And this goes for anyone in general, right? I'm not comfortable alone. Yeah. Makes me feel better. Is it okay to be alone from time to time? 110%. Is it okay to always be alone and always feel alone? No. If you always feel alone, seek help from a mental health professional. And that doesn't have to be me, by the way. This is not a replacement for therapy. This is a really good way of introspecting and whatnot. I'm highlighting this. If you still think like Hachiman, seek professional help in your area, right? The best thing that we can do is be that support group for you. But again, seek professional help. And that's the number one thing from that. That's not really the same as us living, right? Alone versus lonely. What if people want to be alone and don't feel lonely? A lot of people often, I don't know how to put it, they mix both, right? Because number one, they've been taught to be alone. Like you always have to be secure of yourself in that regard. But how comfortable would you be not interacting with anybody? And then again, you know, if being lonely, always seek out companionship or whatnot. There's 101 ways that we could phrase it. We could go on endlessly about this. But let's go ahead and continue, and then we'll come back.
強くなってきたね。
お
Bruh.
そうね。
Bruh. Bruh. Guys, is me doing this? Guys, wow, the wind must really be amazing. How are you guys doing today? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, guys, can we really have a communication? What do you guys think about the fucking Super Bowl? What do you guys think about, like, blah, 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 blah. Is that bad? Is it bad to try and put on a mask to have a conversation going? To start a conversation? To literally... Oh, no, I've had this mask for a while, and my mom finally bought it a while ago. No, like the main aspect comes in, like, we all wear masks, right? And sometimes we wear a mask to try and, like, even, like, we feel what's happening, right? We all wear a mask. Masking is okay to a limit. Understanding the mask and understanding that, right? Is Yui wearing this mask inappropriate? I don't think so. I think we've all done it at some point in time. I think that sometimes we all wear masks unknowingly, yet we judge those whose masks are on too heavily. And some people like really take that into account, right? Some people really, it's needed for protection. We wear them to try and attune to others. But even in this communication style, how exhausting would that be to be in Yui's shoes? To be that person that is trying to keep a group together. That is trying to go ahead and keep a group communicating with one another. I'll be honest, if I was in Yui's shoes, I'd be fucking tired. I'd be exhausted. Imagine getting out of school, going into club activities, and they're not talking to one another. And you're the only one that's trying to carry a conversation. How would you feel? You don't feel like it's a mask, it's appropriate, right? Because I know I've had to figure... But that's the thing, Lena, is like, for example, is Teacher You the same version as the Lena that we know right here on Discord or, you know, right here on Twitch versus the you that you present with your family versus the you that you present with your friends versus the you that presents with your partner or partners and so on and so forth. We all wear different hats, different masks, and we all tune them according to the people that we're around. What's when it becomes really difficult is like, imagine this. Yeah, I'm Neko Ed, and I'm always Neko Ed. Yeah, nyasters, ooh woo, you know, the entire time. This is how I speak even when doing therapy. Yeah, that sounds like a problem. You know, like, no, that all of a sudden, if I only felt like this, right, and I'm putting on this, please don't. Don't fucking clip it and ship it. I'm trying to make a point, brother. I'm trying to make a point. The only reason why we all wear a fucking mask or whatnot, and like you adapt that mask and you keep that mask on you, that's when it becomes an issue. When all of a sudden you're taking a mask and you're not even putting an actual version of yourself and you're taking that with you for every single thing, it's like, does that fit appropriately? Probably not. I would pay for therapy if Ed talked to me like that. Oh no, Masters. Oh no, brother. Oh, that's right. We're at the Culture Festival.
もう次の授業だというのにまだ委員を誰がやるかグダグダやっていたのでな。だから引き換えにしておいた。ロングホームルーム中に本気で居眠りする方が悪い。いやしかし先生そりゃ席につけ。授業が始められん。残りは放課後にでも決めたまえ。じゃあ女子の委員やりたい人挙手で。
Watch Chewie raise her hand. No?
このまま決まらないならじゃんけんに。
はあ？それって大変なの？
I fucking love her. I fucking love her. Oh my god, I fucking love her. I know he was voluntold. Also, that fucking pisses me off. Someone taking your agency away from you and being like, you know what? Yeah, no, we're telling you to go ahead and do this. We're telling you that you're going to go ahead and do the project and the presentation in front of like the whole class. Yeah, you have a day to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and put you in a group where nobody else in that group is going to do shit. Everything's going to fall on you. And this grade depends heavily on you, for you. So you might want to go ahead and start getting that shit worked on right now and get ready to go and present. Because no one else is going to know what the fuck you're talking about, right? Sounds about right. But just you. But in this environment, if Yui does volunteer and does step up, oh man, I'm gonna start rooting. I'm gonna start fucking rooting so hard.
普通にやればそんなに大変じゃないと思うけど、女子の方は結果的に大変になっちゃうかもしれない。俺でごめんね、メガネくん。正直、ユイガーマさんがやってくれると助かるな。人望あるし適任だと思うんだけど。いや、
私は別にそういうんじゃ。
へえ、ユイちゃんやるんだ。
Oh, Leha, what's up? Welcome on in.
仲いい同士でイベントとか超盛り上がりそう。
First off, that might be malicious or that might be well intended. That might be malicious or that might be well intended because it can come off two ways, right? Number one, hey, we saw you with this guy already, so we think that there might be something in there. Or number two, yeah, you guys are totally gonna have an absolute amount of fun. Depends on your interpretations of it, right? Malicious, more than likely. Maybe malicious. It is malicious. The narrative is already formed. But in comes in the question again, and I think I talked about this earlier. Why would this turn malicious? What could have prevented this from turning malicious? I talked about it last episode, in case you guys were here. Hachiman interacting with them. Chanchito coming in with the fucking win. We talked about the power dynamics and how Hachiman, in terms of like not allowing people to form the narrative, allowed them to form their own narrative of Hachiman. So now the peer pressure and the situations and whatnot, it will be coming down on his interactions with others. Because all of a sudden, Hachiman is the weird one out. Hachiman could have taken the position to go ahead and level the playing field and level the narrative by even just saying, hey, how are you guys doing? Hey, apologies, I have to go and do certain things. But by him fleeing from a situation that might have him be confrontational or might have him taking advantage in a social dynamic situation, people form their own narratives and that fucks everything up. Don't know, it's hard to get along people, partly his fault, but people just don't genuinely like him. A lot of that came from that first interaction, though. You can literally stop people from doing a lot of things depending on the way that you position yourself. Social positioning is extremely fucking important. And I don't think any, like, beginning... There are a lot of people out there that are like, hey, I'm gonna shoot straight, right? Psych student or, you know, like, oh, you know, studying psychologist or whatnot. Like, you know, they're just starting off in their journey, associates or whatnot. You won't cover this until your master's, like, licensure level, all the way till your doctorates, which is social positioning. No, not even if it's not your first interaction, right? Let's put it this way. Group, this is your first time getting to know this group. You're not cold, you're not hot, you're not really giving a crap about them, right? There people already may have a little bit of preconceived notions on that. Okay. There's Yui. They like Yui. You don't come through. What happens? in just a normal social dynamic ways. Don't get me wrong; they can be total bitches and whatnot, right? They can be absolutely horrible individuals. But by you choosing to flee, you become a target. If you're getting closer, introducing yourself, yes, there still might be remnants of hate, remnants of dislike, remnants of whatever, but it's lessened because now it's less confrontational. Yui becomes a scapegoat. Yeah, by you running, you become a target as well. It's all about how you position yourself, how you're going to go out and do it. You might have already had a first introduction, but by coming through and having a second introduction of, hey, we're friends, establishing what the dynamic of your friendship is, or your relationship is, or even like, we're just hanging out or whatever, right? You allow less speculation to be formed and less malicious intent to come through. Hachiman also admitted in the last episode the choice to run away was wrong. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
そういうんでもないんだけど。
つうかさ、ヨイはアーシと一緒に客呼び込む係だから無理っしょ。
そうなんだ。呼び込みも大事だよね。
そうそう呼び込みも重要って私呼び込みやるの？
つまり人望もあってリーダーシップを発揮してくれそうな人に
Why do I feel like people... Okay, hold on. I know, Queen Bee shuts him up real quick. Why do I feel like Hachiman does have leadership skills, though? Not necessarily the best skills, but he does have leadership skills. Why do... Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Hachiman, if developed appropriately, could become a fucking phenomenal individual. I really do think so. I think he cares a lot about other people, but that's if he cared enough or if he developed them, right? Like... I guess I'll ask this: how many of you guys would see Hachiman in a position of power, or in a like a student leadership position or something like that? He did when dealing with those kids. I think he might self-sacrifice too much, and it might hurt him in terms of like he cares too much about other people, even though he says he doesn't. Right? He cares too much about like, for example, what we've seen, even like aspects of himself and aspects of others. I think he would hate that. He might. Critical thinking skills, right? More of an advisor, someone more charismatic. Right. Each man is evidence in the chat, apparently. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue.
お願いしたいってことでいいのかな。
ああ、したっけ相模さんじゃね。
いいかもな。相模さんちゃんとやってくれそうだし。
うち絶対無理だって。
おい
God damn.
そんなんじゃ一級拒絶鑑定士の俺の目はごまかせないぜ。女子が本当に拒絶するときはもっと冷たい目をしてほとんど無表情で。
本当にやめてくれる？
お
って言うんだぜ。
お
心臓凍えるかと思うほど怖いし死にたくなる。
そこをなんとかお願いできる？
まあ他にやる人いないなら。
I'll share with you this story because I got something fucking similar happen to me when I was abroad. And it is a trauma moment. It fucking sucks, right? Was meeting up with a friend at a bar, right? To go, like, like a really, really close friend when I was abroad. There was a person there. I got my drink. I'm trying to go out and just have a normal conversation, right? Hey, how's your day going? Hey, like, whatnot. Because my friend was going to go ahead and introduce me to, like, you know, someone that he had met that he thought was really fucking cool and whatnot. I'm sitting down there. There's this, I'll admit it, beautiful girl sitting right next to me, right? And I'm over here just having a casual, trying to have a casual conversation. Like, hey, what's up? How you doing? How's your day going? Blah, 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 right? The response I got was like, can you stop? Can you just stop talking to me? Sure, you know what? I respect your ability to go ahead and do whatever. I don't care, man. I'm just here to have a conversation. So I'm talking with the bartender. I'm talking with anyone that comes around. Whatever, right? I'm having this conversation. The bartender's laughing. People around me are having a great time. We're all fucking vibing. My friend comes through, right? Her eyes light up. Oh my God, he's here. She starts putting on makeup. Granted, she's not interacting with anybody else. She's in her own fucking world. And all of a sudden, she tries to turn into this charismatic, like, individual. The moment my friend comes through and like, ooh, like, you know, oh, whatnot. And my friend's like, hey, have I shown you the person that I respect, like, the most in the world? Let me introduce you to my friend. And he points over to me, sitting right next to him. And her fucking eyes, bro, went from, like, to, like, a whole thing of panic and worry and whatnot. And the bartender starts laughing. And everyone else around is like, oh, shit. I'm just like, hey, you know. You know, this is, you got to treat others with a little bit of love and respect. You know, you can't just be yeah. It was great. It was a great conversation. It was a great fucking conversation. But for some people, the angelification. Also, I was told 101 things from that. By the way, not even from them. I've experienced where people literally just don't like you because of anything. Right? Could be the way you look, the way your hair is, the color of your skin. Had people come on and be like, "Hey, you're too. If you're this big, how can you be a psychologist?" It's like, bro, I don't even think I'm that big. I'm actually going down. You still watched her from the sidelines? Nah, bro, I had a full conversation with her. I'm like, so where does this come from? Do you usually put on a mask? The more drunk I get, the more savage I become in some situations, especially if I don't like you. I'll turn into a full-on savage and I make Uber drivers quit. I want you guys to go ahead and analyze this. Not for bad reasons, but I make Uber drivers quit. Now imagine what I will do with people that I genuinely already have a bad impression of, and we're sitting right next to one another. Granted, I can go ahead and empathize that it might be an off day, that it might be whatever, but it turned into a really interesting conversation a couple tequila shots in. Anyway, let's go ahead and get going.
しょうがないとは思うけど、でもうちか。
それでは文化祭実行委員会を始めます。
Oh shit.
生徒会長の城めぐりめぐりです。それじゃあ早速実行委員長の選出に移りましょう。誰か立候補いますか？雪の下さんだよね。
はい。
やっぱりハルさんの妹さんなんだ。
Oh no.
実行委員長でね。
No. No. The fucking expectations, brother. Oh yeah, you can do this, right? Your brother did this when he was here. Your brother was able to go ahead and do 1,001 things when they were here. You're exactly the same as them. You must have the same work ethic. You must be capable and willing to do everything. Your brother was able to do this. Why can't you? Ooh. I hope she was able to go. She's able to put up her boundaries here. Otherwise, I hate when people do this. I hate when people put on so many fucking expectations on you based on your family members or based on who they think they know, right? They think that because of your siblings or because of a family that you are a certain way. Fuck that, brother. Fuck. I'm already getting triggered by this show. Holy shit.
時はそうでも歴史に残るすごい文化祭だったんだよね。どうだろう。ハルさんの妹さんなら
実行委員として前処します。
There you go.
そう。
Good shit. Good shit.
みんなやりたがらないならうちやってもいいですけど。
本当？
2年 F 組の相模です。あんまり前に出るの得意じゃないんですけど、こういうのは少し興味あったし、うちもこの文化祭を通して成長したいっていうか。
いいと思うよ。
なんでこっちがお前の成長を手伝わなあかんのじゃ。
他に立候補がなければ
His thought process. Why do I have to help you grow? Here's the thing. Whoever you put in as a leader, as a position of power, you got to be careful. There's different styles of leadership, right? There's transactional, situational, transformational, authoritarian, and more. We can literally go on endlessly listing all the leadership styles in here. I'm going to be straight up with you. Authoritarian? How do you guys like feeling when you're being micromanaged? Where every decision is like, this person wants all the control and power in that. This person is in the position of power. Yeah, these are leadership styles. Hate it, right? They're kind of dicks. Transformational. People are charismatic. People are more open to go ahead and delegating responsibilities based on aspects like this. This is a little bit more on like, hey, very charismatic individuals trying to go ahead and get everything through. Let's talk about it, whatnot. Are you guys comfortable with people that delegate like that? That are like very charismatic, open to talking, open in that regard. A lot of people seem to like transformational from my experiences so far. And it's one of the most popular in the current workforce environment, whatnot, right? Transactional. Hey, I'm paying you $5,000 as a bonus to do this one thing. It's all reward based. As a leader, I'm going to go ahead and reward you. Everyone's going to know about you. Transactional base. Is transformational effective? Transformational is effective. I am a situational leader. As a situational leader, what that means is you adapt your leadership style based on the situation. Do you need to be transformational from time to time? Absolutely. Do you need to be transactional for some people? Absolutely. Do you need to, I hate to put it this way, there are some people that don't do their job, be authoritarian? Absolutely. Is there any pitfalls for transformative? Yes, there is. If you're not able to appropriately set up your boundaries, you'll be a charismatic leader without getting anything done, you know? So for example, I can be the most charismatic individual, like, yes, we can do this, but if a project is not getting done and you're not able to put boundaries and be like, hey, we need to talk about discipline or actions of like getting you to get to this project. I can be there along the way, but if you're dropping the ball consistently, we need to talk about what the next steps are for you, right? Charismatic can take you so far, and delegating roles and responsibilities can only take you so far. But you also need to talk about what are your boundaries, what are the expectations as a leader, and be able to go and transform from that. Which is why sometimes you need to be situational. Overall, that's sort of what I am. Like at least in my position currently. So situational is the best. 100%. Like at least in my belief system, it's not for everyone. Everyone has a different leadership style. For me, I vibe most with situational leadership because I can, like, for example, let's say that there's a big project that we're going through, right? Boom, let's be charismatic about it. Hey, Mickey, can I talk to you in private real quick? Hey, man, this project needs to get done. Is there any way that I can help you get this project done? What are some barriers that you're facing? Oh, dude, turns out I'm having some issues. You know, my mind's on a lot of things at home. I'm behind on some payments. Hey, if I could pay those off for you, would that help you accomplish this project for us? If I could go through and have someone get some assistance or whatnot and pay off some of these bills and aspects like this for you to focus in or like be more centered in when you're here at work. Look, man, I don't want you to work after 5 p.m. After 5 p.m., you go home, you live your life, right? I want you to focus in on your life. There's a work-life balance with life being the priority. But when you're here at work, I also want you to go ahead and like do the best work that you possibly can. So if I could take care of those bills for you, right? Do you think that you could give it your all? That's a situational approach, right? That's a situational approach where, yes, I was being transformational at the very beginning, having everyone there. And then I switched into a transactional approach where it's like, hey, if I could do this for you, would this help you? And would you help us in that regard? Right? Doesn't always need to be like over the top. Here's money. Here's this reward. Here's that. Right? But sometimes, hey, you're not doing your job. Hey, I need to see your schedule, man. Lecha, I see for a fact, we started this project. It's coming due. I don't know what you're doing. I know everyone else has something on their schedule. I need to see your breakdown as to what you're doing in order for me to justify it to others why we're all getting paid that, like the amount that we're getting paid. Because at this point in time, we're lacking, and I don't think we're going to meet the deadline in this regard. Sometimes you have to switch accordingly, and you have to be okay with the way that you switch it. You can't just be an authoritarian dick all the time, right? You need to be comfortable in going into different aspects of it, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to use it that way. But I hope it makes you guys understand the different leadership styles, and I'm afraid of where this is going to go. Because there are some people that are very transformational, and then they delegate their task, and it's like, and I'm delegating all of these tasks over to Yukino. I am going to go and delegate this over. I'll take the credit. I am the leader of this project, but I'm going to go and push all this over to Hachiman and Yukino. And all of us, guys, we're going to go karaoke, we're going to go party, but I'm going to go ahead and make the executive decision, you know, to push this on over to Yukino and Hachiman. Guys, we need this done. If it fails, it's on you. If you're not taught correctly how to use this, there are people that abuse the system. If you have strong traits of like narcissism, I hate to put it this way, you're more than likely going to fall into an authoritarian, faking transformational to get authoritarian needs. If you have, and we can talk about all these traits, like personality traits, that would get one to trigger the other in a bad way. Because as much as they talk about this in a positive way, there are many fucked up bosses out there that only use it in like a very horrible way. I don't think I've ever talked about leadership styles here. Congratulations, Oregairu. I think you might be one of the first ones that has actually allowed me to go into like organizational psychology or work psychology for leadership styles. Oregairu got me fucking talking. Oh, I have an arcade? Well, anime-wise. Oregairu getting me to go ahead and go into this, bro. Holy shit.
じゃあ他に立候補がなければ相模さんでいいかな。
How good of a leader is she gonna be, though?
ノリで実行委員長になっちゃったよ。どうしよう。
大丈夫だよ。相模さんならできるって。うちらも手伝うし。ね、だよだよ。
っていうかうちさっき超恥ずかしいこと言ってた気がするんだけど。
そんなことないって。
Is Yui the one that's adding all of these stickers? Please tell me that she is. Because that's fucking adorable. For me, the more I'm seeing this, the more I'm like, oh, one per episode. One sticker for each episode. I'm going to be honest. The more that I'm seeing the stickers and whatnot, the more I'm starting to give a point to Yui here for adorableness. It sure isn't Yukina.
が委員会とかやるのって意外だね。
そうかしら。まあそうね。私としてはあなたが実行委員にいた方が意外だったけれど。
だよね、情に合わない。
おい、俺は半ば強制なんだよ。
そう。
Damn. Yui.
委員会って毎日だよね。私も多分これからクラスの方手伝ったりしなきゃ。
No, Yui!
おう、俺もしばらく部活来れないから。
ちょう
Same.
どよかった。私も今日その話をしようと思っていたから、とりあえず文化祭が終わるまでは部活は中止しようと思うの。
Why do I have a fucking strong feeling? Why do I have a strong feeling? You're tearing me apart, Yui. Why do I have a strong feeling that like the responsibilities are going to shift into one person and it's going to take the group to come together to help that person? The group to be like, share your fucking stressors with us. It's already being highlighted like a staged event here where everything like the platform is there. The fucking theatrical elements are there, right? We've already seen that the bitches, I hate to put it this way, got the leadership position and the stage is being built like this, right? Who's it going to be that it lands on? Hachiman. Is Yui going to get overwhelmed or is it going to be Yukino? Chekhov's group projects. That's where it's at. And if so, we've already seen Yukino talk about like her sister and like, nope. I just want to be a committee member, so on and so forth. I wonder, man. I wonder.
まあ妥当だな。
そうか。そうだよね。文化祭だし、終わるまでその方がいいかも。
じゃあまあ、今日はこれで終わりか。
だね。
I'll ask it like this, right?
今日はこれで終わりか。
だね。
Before we continue. When was the last time that you logged into a game that you were playing with a friend and that you unknowingly found out or like now reflecting back that was the last time you talked to that friend? Or life moved on and what you thought was a friendship, like that was it. When the game ended, your friendship ended. Per se, because looking at this, it's like, yo, I gotta stop showing up for a couple of weeks. I need to go out and do something. You came back and maybe he wasn't there. Now you go into your system, right? Oof.
失礼します。平塚先生に聞いてきたんだけど、星部って雪の下さんたちの部活なんだ。
何かご用
Oh,
かしら。
bro.
うち実行委員長やることになったけどさ、こう自信がないっていうか。
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get close. Fuck you. Get closer. Fuck you. If you signed up for a position, do it yourself. Maybe once you're in it, maybe after your first fucking day of seeing if you don't like it, maybe you can assign and delegate positions, not fucking go before you even become, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking destroy this bitch. Oh my god, brother. Oh, why'd you take the fucking job? Exactly. Why'd you take the fucking job? Why'd you take the fucking job if you're not gonna, oh my god, brother. I'm fucking pissed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pissed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pissed. Oh, man, I want to fucking... I believe in gender equality, and I believe that these fists believe in gender equality. Ooh, my martial arts training has taught me that like a sidekick in a roundhouse goes the same for any gender, you know? But the number one aspect through this comes into like, she has upper management written all over. Well, I'm a part of upper management and I'm not like that. Dude, okay, I'll tell you how much, right? I'm a part of upper management, right? I'm up in a directorial position. I go down to the same base level as some of my case managers or peer support specialists. They go out, they see people at their homes, they do whatever. Me, being an upper manager, right? You want to know what I do? I go with them. Hey, what's up? How can we help you out with? I'm in the field with them. Whatnot. It feels like this is just an individual that rushed into a situation. She got into an environment where she knew she could go ahead and use this club for this environment. What would happen if they said no, though? This is not an emergency. This is not to help out others. We're the service club and we service people in need. Ooh. Ooh. Title of a leader, but doesn't want to do the work of a leader. Yeah, I think we've all seen some individuals in our life do that. Some of the individuals in our life want the title, but not necessarily the work.
だから助けてほしいんだ。
自身の成功というあなたが掲げた目的とは外れるように思うけれど。
Yep.
そうなんだけど、やっぱりみんなに迷惑かけるのが一番まずいっていうか、
Nope.
失敗したくないじゃない。
Nope.
それに誰かと協力して成し遂げることも成長の一つだと思うし。
Don't take this in. Don't fucking take this in, Yukino, because then I have a feeling that you're like everything's gonna be laid out to you and you're literally gonna be fucking overwhelmed and like literally on the verge of fucking a psyche break or a mental break because everything's gonna be pushed onto you. She's not gonna do shit. If it comes to this environment where it's not even the first day and she's already come and asked this and it goes against all of her ideals and goes, this is why I fucking hate people. I hate people that are like this, bro. Stand for something. Mean something. And this even goes here on fucking YouTube, Twitch, whatnot. If you're a content creator and you fucking like something, stand up for it. If you don't like something, stand against it, but don't be fucking flip-floppy. If I say one day, you know what? I'm done with fucking reactions, right? I feel like I don't have enough time. I feel like, you know, whatnot. I feel like I'm not gonna go ahead and take a long break or whatnot. I'm gonna take a long break. I'm not gonna fucking jump into doing, hey guys, now I'm playing video games because I want people to go. I want to build up a base because one video blew up. I'm now playing Helldivers and like it blew up and I got 200,000 views and now I'm just gonna be playing Helldivers. Even though I said that I didn't have time to watch anime, now I'm having all the time for fucking video games because I want to build off of that. Guess what? Now I'm no longer going to do video games. Now it's died down. I fucking hate video games. I'm done. I don't have time. Now I'm back into anime reactions. Like, okay, wait, what the fuck do you mean by that? Or are you just going with whatever blows up or whatnot? Stand for something. If you don't like something, you can state it. If you like something, state it. But in this situation as well, with someone like this is someone that just wants to go ahead and push all the responsibilities onto you. Boundaries need to be placed because this is one of the individuals, right? That like would literally start the tier works the moment that like the deadline's coming soon and stuff is not getting together because they pushed all the responsibility onto another person and not like all of a sudden like they start tearing up. I'm straight up about it. I don't like a show. I'm very straight up about it. I respect it for its psychological merits, but I'm not gonna be like here and be like, guys, let's go ahead and watch this show together. No, there are people out there who deviate stuff all around, and it just turns really, really fucking nasty. And I don't know, man. I'm looking at this and I already fucking hate her. Dude. I do not like her. I know that this is teenage mentality, but this is the point in time where you need to put someone in check. And you know, so you don't have to go ahead and take this in.
話を要約すると、あなたの補佐をすればいいということになるのかしら。そう。なら構わないわ。
No! Why?
その範囲から外れない程度に手伝える。
How would Evil Ed deal with the situation? Simple. Anything I'm assigned to do, I'm going to have her sign off of. Even if it's the worst quality shit work, I would document every single little thing that I'm doing, and then I would highlight it at a presentation, right? So, i.e., hey, committee members, we have a week to go. Here's everything that I've done, and here's everything that they've done. Oh, guess what? Shit's not ready. They've signed off on it, and this is their responsibility. Ooh. You know? Ooh. It is what it is. I would take responsibility, but I'm a committee member. The chairwoman has already signed off on this shit. Sorry, guys. You see her signatures here on this date, this time? And you see the notes going on here? Yeah, I've done everything I can. Ultimately, this is the chairwoman's position. Sorry. It is what it is. This is why there's a saying in the field. If you didn't put a note in it, it never happened. That means that if you're not actively taking notes to, number one, cover like what happened in session, like, yeah, you need to cover your ass in some way, shape, or form. Notation is important. Note what's happening, get those signatures, and keep going through that. Oh my God, brother.
活中止するんじゃなかったの？
私個人
True.
でやることだから、あなたたちが気にすることではないでしょう。
でもいつもなら。
いつも通りよ。それに文化祭実行委員会のことなら多少勝手は分かっているから。
Also, real quick, another piece of advice. If a manager or whatnot wants to go ahead and assign you something or whatnot, make them send it to you via email or some place where you can go ahead and document it. Always get documentation. It's your safety for anything. You're going into a training or whatnot. Have people sign onto it, right? Because that helps you establish that you did go to this training and people can't come back and say you're non-compliant. If you're, I don't care what it is, get documentation, boys. Even for small things. I know it's a hassle and I know it seems like you're micromanaging yourself. But trust me, it'll help you grow.
いつも通りよ。それに文化祭実行委員会のことなら多少勝手は分かっているから、私一人でやった方が効率がいい。
No.
法律って。でもそれっておかしいと思う。
This is gonna sound weird, but actually respect for Yui. Granted, she could also be like, let me help you out or whatnot, right, as a friend. But respect for Yui for stating her opinion on that. And that is such growth. Such fucking growth that we're seeing from this. Yukinoshita is self-sacrificing. And I think that there's something to prove in this. Even unknowingly, if her sister could do it, why can't she? I love her sister. Oh my god, do I fucking love her sister. Last episode made me fall further in love with her sister, and I'm here. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm gonna fucking go on a delusional rant if I keep talking about her sister. The sisters league.
なんかもう。
いきなりどうしたんだお前。
わかんない。なんかいつもと違うっていうか。
Right.
いつものユキのあんな感じじゃないし。
まあそれはな。
ヒッキーもだよ。それにサガミンのやってることもちょっと嫌だなって。ユキノンがサガミンのお願い聞いちゃうのも仲良くしようとするのも。私思ってたよりずっと好きなのかも。
いきなり何言ってんだお前。
いや変な意味じゃなくて約束。ユキノンが困ってたら助けること。
What a fucking flag. What a flag to put in there, Yui. What a fucking flag. What a flag to throw in there, Yui. Holy shit. Promise me that you'll save Yukinon if she's ever in trouble. And even from her, Yui is growing like she's blossoming like a beautiful fucking flower. But also, to what extent, Yui? To what extent? Ugh.
できる範囲でな。
そっか、なら安心だ。
そうも無条件に信頼されても困る。
じゃあ、私の教室戻るから委員会頑張ってね。
それでは定例ミーティングを始めます。じゃあ宣伝候補お願いします。
掲示予定ポスター制作もだいたい半分終わっています。
Did the teacher just wink at me? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Did the teacher just wink at me? Hold
制
on.
作もだいたい半分終わっています。
Sorry. No, she winked at me. Same, brother. Same.
そうですか。いい感じですね。
いいえ、少し遅い。え？掲示箇所の交渉、ホームページへのアップはすでに済んでいますか？
まだです。
急いでください。
Fuck
社
yeah.
会人はともかく、受験志望の中学生やその保護者はホームページを結構こまめにチェックしてますから。
I guess the difference in this is, and this is where Yukino's fault might come through with this regard. How do you deliver this information? There has to be a bit of charisma. Yes, planning is important, but you have to deliver an aspect of like this information with a bit of charisma. Otherwise, delivering news like this repeatedly, how many of you guys would say in this kind of work? people would drop. Here we have empty charisma and over controlling. Yeah, and there needs to be a fine balance.
はい。
相模さん、次。
あ、うん。じゃあ有志統制お願いします。
はい。有志参加団体は現在10団体。
増えたね。
We need 20.
地域賞のおかげかな。じゃあ次は記
それは
録。
校内のみですか？地域の方々への打診は例年地域とのつながりという。
She's asking an important question, right? Don't get me wrong. She's actually in on it, right? And my thing is, it's obvious that like Yukino has a position of power, but here's how you flip it, right? All right, guys, if you want to go ahead and be an effective leader, this is how you'd flip it. All right, guys. So tell me a little bit more about the organizations that have applied. Blah 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 blah. Anyone have any questions? Let's go a little bit into an open forum. That way, there's a little bit more questions that are being thrown out. Maybe some ways that we can help go and help you develop. One of the questions that comes to mind is, do we have other organizations? Are they all internal or external? And if they're all internal, amazing. And if it's external, what organizations do you guys think we could reach out to? Because all of a sudden, yes, I am saying like there's no external ones, but I'm throwing it out there. It's a fine way of going ahead and communicating this and asking others people's opinions, because not everyone holds one answer, right? In work affairs. Yukino's just very fucking direct, though. Very direct.
いう姿勢を掲げている以上、参加団体減少は避けないと。それからステージの割り振り、開演のスタッフ内訳など、タイムテーブルを一覧にして提出してください。
わかりました。
雪下さんすごいね。
いやー、さすがハルさんの妹さんだ。ちょみたい。
いえ、大したことは。
Oof.
さんがやればいいのね。
Oof. The sensei's noticing it.
記録雑務ですが、記録は当日のタイムスケジュールと機材申請を出しておくように。
God damn. God damn. I know. Sagami chooses. Could Yukino deliberately cut off that girl, also known as Evil Ed? Could she? Probably. In fact, like, if it came to such a situation, it could get to a moment where she could cause, like, a mutiny situation. It's like everyone sees the amount of work that's being put if she really wanted the chairwoman position and be like, hey, this is happening. But imagine what's happening internally. You hired this person, or you got this person thinking that they were going to go ahead and just be the quiet person that would help you out with everything. But now everyone's seeing them as the leader position, and you're not. How does that make you feel? All of a sudden, it's like, okay, I'm just going to transfer everything. We're going to have fun, guys. I'm going to be a cool leader. And leave everything to Yukino, and she'll take care of it, you know. Pilot.
説明が必要かね。
Hey, yo.
いや無理だって。
Hey, yo.
薄い本ならマストバイだよ。っていうかマストゲイだよ。
何言ってるんですかこの人。
I think you've heard of this 48 Laws of Power. What do you think of it? Is it any good? I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I think if you want to talk about a really, really fucking phenomenal book that will like teach you a lot of things about self, like bettering yourself, right? Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits, phenomenal fucking book. I would suggest it for anyone out there if you want to talk about like how establishing our habits help us grow and help us like with power dynamics and help us with 1,001 things out there. It all starts with the things that we develop every day. So for example, how many of you guys do your bed every day? That's a habit that we form as a kid, right? But I'll tell you guys this, right? After a while, it comes into these simple aspects of the daily routines. Yeah, like make your bed. The daily routines that we establish help us determine not only our headspace, but even the way that we interact with others. So, for example, like for me, right? I'll be honest, I struggle with it, right? And being able to go ahead and like do your bed every day, now at night when I come home, it's not something I actively have to worry about. I actively have to do certain things. I use a sako. So it's all about like the small routines that help establish our own presence, our own whatnot. Habits are extremely important. Atomic Habits, phenomenal book. Go pick it up if you guys ever can.
やさぐれた感じの飛行士を王子様が純粋無垢な温かい言葉で巧みに責める。それがこの作品の魅力じゃない。
そんな作品じゃねえよ。フランス人怒るぞ。
俺実行委員だから。確かに演劇だと稽古とかも必要になるからあんまり現実的じゃないな。
そっか、残念。
そうだからさ、一度全体的に考え直した方がいいんじゃないか。 王子様役とか。
それが目的かこいつ。
やさぐれ感はちょっと減るけど。
Could you guys ever see Hikigaya as the prince? Could you guys ever see Hachiman as the prince? Or in acting in general? I'm kind of surprised by it.
まあこんなところかな。
俺は結局出なきゃいけないんだな。
お、そのやさぐれてる感じいいね。
決まってないのはあと衣装だね。
Oh, here's a fucking good casting. Hold on. Sure, evil wizard. So 8-man as a villain. And then as a princess, we can go ahead and have Yui or Yukino. I can definitely see that. I can see that. Get this man some markers. I need more black markers. I'm gonna be straight up.
川崎さん。
Hey, I did not expect this.
制服とかブレザーとかちょいちょい改造してるよね。そのシュシュもハンドメイドと見た。
これは手縫いだけどミシンで作るのもある。
見せてみ。これすごい難しそうだけど、どこでいいのかな。
Saki as the princess. Never mind. I take everything back. Yeah, Saika as the princess, please. Saika as the princess, please.
すごくいいと思います。
Yes. Yeah. Well, the prince. No, the princess. Yes. Saika as the princess. By the way, I said Saki because I have a special drink here on the side for me. I got shochu, really good.
とつか。
お、じゃあ行ってくるね、八幡。
おう。
俺も役割を果たすとするか。
おう。
超
ごめんね、私が呼んだんだ。有志団体足りないってことだったから、どうかな。
Bro, why would you do that? Oh, wait. Is that even allowed? Is that even fucking allowed? Imagine this. Yeah, so. Why would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that without talking to her first? That's so fucked up, dude. That is so fucked up because all of a sudden, what if she comes in and she starts taking charge? And then this is going to rip a lot of things apart. Oh my God.
はるさん、3年生の時、有志でバンドやったの。平塚先生とかと一緒に。それがすごくて。
それは知ってます。見てはいたので。
めぐりダメだよ、あれは遊びだし。ねえ、いいでしょ、ゆきのちゃん。可愛い妹のためにしてあげられることはしてあげたいんだよ。
I want you guys to take this into perspective. The music, right? The music and the schema that we have of Yukino not liking her sister would lead us to believe that the sister is doing something fucked up. But in reality, I think the sister is very loving and caring about her and trying to help out her sister in any way, shape, or form. And even trying to break the chains that maybe the parents and society and 1,001 things have placed on the sister, that on Yukinon, that the sister's trying to go ahead and break through, right? That the sister's actually trying to be there and care for her and give her all the things like she might not have for her to go ahead and have a greater life. That's what I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking that like Yukinon's own schema is what's like doing all of this. Yukinon's she's an unreliable narrator.
好きにすればいいじゃない。決定権は私にはないわ。
そうなの？委員長やってるんだと思ってたのに。じゃあ誰が委員長？
Damn, Ed's gonna die.
話してたら遅れちゃいました。はるさん、この子が委員長ですよ。
相模みなみです。
文化祭実行委員長がクラスに顔を出して遅刻。へえ。
あ、その。
やっぱり委員長はそうでなきゃね。文化祭を最大限楽しめるものこそ委員長に。
I love her. I've never been so turned on. I mean, I've never been just the way that she just what's the reputation of the way that she established it's yes, she could be nasty if she wanted to, right? But she decides not to. They're still kids. Her saying this in a facetious way, yes, enjoy the school festival, but there's also things that you need to go ahead and establish. The way that she's even directing this, is she being truthful or she's being closed off? She has her arms crossed. There's a fucking barrier. There's a wall here. Oh, someone who enjoys the school festival to the fullest deserves to be the chair. She decides to not be nasty. Yeah!
安心資格だよね。ありがとうございます。
Dude, I fucking love Oregairu. I fucking love Oregairu. Holy shit, bro. Like, just the small elements of the character interactions and the different masks that they're wearing, how they're interacting with one another, and like the small fucking just positional dynamic. Oh, this show's driving me up a fucking wall here. It's amazing, dude. It's fucking amazing.
で委員長さんにお願
Do
い
your
なんだ
job.
けど私もさ有志団体で出たいんだよねゆきのちゃんには渋られちゃって
Oh no.
いいですよ。有志団体足りないし。ありがとう。
Used it towards her advantage. Got her in a position to that she can only say yes. She instantly understood the power dynamic that was present here. Understood that Yukino doesn't want her there. Used Sagami in order to come in. Yukino might take this the wrong way. I can 100% see this, but at the same time, the power struggle and the fucking mind games is going to get out of control.
地域とのつながりもこれでクリアでしょ。
あれ引きがくんだ
And she's saying it too. Oh, bro, she might just have a plus 20 at this point. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. She fucking figured it out. She's understanding people and the dynamics and everything present here. Oh my god, brother. You want to talk about a fucking very extremely intelligent character? Look no further. Look no further. You want to talk about someone that's understanding of verbal and non-verbal cues? Look no further, bro.
ちょっと意外だな引きがくんはこういうことしない子だと思ってたよ
はあ、俺もそう思ってたんですけどね。でも意外さで言うなら、お宅の妹さんもそうなんじゃないですか？
そう、私はやると思ってたよだって部活には居づらくなってるだろうし姉の私が昔実行委員長をやっていたんだもんあの子がやろうと思う理由には十分よ
Sure.
皆さんちょっといいですか。少し考えたんですけど実行
I've never wanted to drop kick a fucking character more than I do now. You guys are in a fucking deadline. You guys can fucking chill the day of the festival. Just make sure that things run through, right? And from the top rope. How do you know? I can fucking understand and I adore and fucking love. But this girl, y'all have a deadline and y'all are behind. And now you're saying, I think the members should enjoy the festival the most. Go out and have fun or anything like that. Ooh.
委員はちゃんと文化祭を楽しんでこそかなって。
Yeah, I'm internally fucking
自分
screaming,
たちが
bro.
楽しまないと人を楽しませられないっていうか予定も順調にクリアしてるしクラスの方も大事だと思うので少し仕事のペースを落とすっていうのはどうですか？
At this point in time, I would just go fucking evil Ed. I would just go fucking evil Ed at this point in time. You want this to fail? Fine, that's fucking on you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's explain it to everyone else why you're a failure. Why you are a failure as a chairwoman. Please, let's go. The day of the fucking festival, it comes through, right? We can do Pomodoro techniques. We can literally do 1,001 things to get us to be okay with all the stress and everything. But please. No, let's go ahead and have a festival that you have absolutely zero fucking idea how to plan for. You think that everything's just magically going to be pixie dust and farts that heal up everything and we'll have everything set up and thing. But we're behind. You say we're on top of schedule, yet we don't have the organizations needed. You say we're on top of schedule, yet the advertising team doesn't know what to do. Are you going to take care of that, or are you going to go fuck off? Because if you're going to go fuck off, then at least the minimal thing that you can do is excuse yourself as a chairwoman, because you are in no position of power. You don't understand social or group dynamics. The amount of going off that I would do, I'd be like, all right, then I'm no longer vice chairperson. Figure this shit out yourself. Haruno was planning to manipulate Sagami to piss off Yukino. No, I think Haruno understands that she's not a chairperson or isn't a strong leader. Yukino is, but in a situation like this, I think this is just Sagami going off at their own end, right? Because Sagami already felt uncomfortable with all the attention and the power dynamic that was happening here. there was a switch between Yukino, right? Yuki and Sagami. Everything that's going off here, what does she have? She's fun. She got elected. She's the one that's making it work. Everyone sees her as a leader. Everyone sees her as everything. For her, the only thing she has got going on is that she's fun and she stood up because she wanted the role. Haruno is not trying to piss off Yukino. She's trying to fucking help her. Sagami is fucked up. She felt uncomfortable that people are seeing Yukino as the leader, so she does this. Because in this way, she's fun. People are going to recognize and love fun. Fucking want to drop kick her. Oh my god. Oh my god.
バッファーを持たせるための前倒し進行で
私の時もクラスの方みんな頑張ってたな。
Oof.
雪の下さん、お姉さんと何があったか知らないけど、先人の知恵に学ぶっていうかさ。
I think what the sister's also trying to go ahead and give Yuki is, hey, go have fun as well, right? Again, due to our schema, I'm interpreting this as an adult. It's like, I hate Sagami,
両
bro.
を挟まないでみんなのことも考
I
えよう
hate
よ。
Sagami, bro.
いやー、本当にいいこと言うな。ね。
Yeah, she's trying to make Haruno, trying to make Yukino ask for help. 100%.
お願いします。
Where's the chairwoman? No, fuck it. This is not a part of my jobs and responsibilities. Guys, always look at your jobs and responsibilities. I even tell my fucking case, my peer support case managers, even my managers and like supervisors, like everyone underneath me, I always tell them this. Look at your fucking job responsibilities, guys. If I come through and I'm like, hey, I need you to go ahead and do this, and it's not in that your job responsibilities, be like, bro, sorry, man, it's not a part of my job responsibilities. I'll fucking back off. The last thing we want you to go ahead and do is overwhelm yourself and not ask for help and feel overwhelmed and feel like you're drowning. My God, I'm looking at this and I'm fucking screaming, bro. Like internally, I'm dying right now. I'm like, Yukino is probably under such insane amounts of stress. Yeah, dude, I don't want people to feel overstressed. Yes, they can do their job while also maintaining, adhering to the responsibilities listed to them at the beginning, right? Haruno needs therapy, but Yukino needs, and here's where it comes into it. Do you want to take a growth opportunity away from a sibling? Would you take away your sibling's opportunity for self-developmental growth by always trying to be the hero? Haruno understands this, and this is where it's coming from as an adult and also as a caregiver, as a therapist and whatnot. You cannot solve everyone's issues. You have to allow them to sometimes go through struggles and figure this shit out themselves. Unfortunately, that's what life is. Unfortunately, if you always try and help people or do the work for them, it is not good.
やっぱり相模さんの提案、ちゃんとダメって言えばよかったかな。ごめんね。今いる人たちで分担しないと間に合わなそうなの。
失礼します。融資の申し込み書類提出に来たんだけど。
申し込みは左奥へ。
ありがとう。
You say Haruno's method caused a lot of problems, but again, she's making it interesting for the viewers. I think, I'm going to be straight up with you. I think Haruno's method of allowing her to figure this shit out by herself and going through these struggles developmentally is a form of growth. And I think anybody, if you're going through an issue, it's one thing to help you out. It's another thing to solve that issue for you. You should be going through struggles in your life and figuring that stuff out through support networks, friends, asking for help, learning all these key developmental things to grow as an individual. If I hold your hand and I literally help you solve everything, are you truly growing? Or in that essence, are you just holding on to the belief and ideals that you've already held beforehand? Yeah, where the fuck is Sagamine in this?
人手
Yeah.
足りてるのか？
全体のことは俺には分からん。下っ端は担当部署だけで手一杯だ。
担当部署って？
俺は記録雑務。
ああ、似合う。
Well, here's the thing, Refta. Did she manipulate the situation? Or did she say something that got caught off guard? Very straight up. Very, very quick key moment in this. She came because she was invited, right? Sees her sister struggling. Sees the dynamics of what's happening in here. People took, how did she manipulate the situation? By asking to be a band in this or asking to be an organization in this? She made it worse. Must be for a good reason, but she used Sagami. She saw Sagami was off base and encouraged it. Did she? Or did she use that as and here's the thing. Was this a tactic, a failed tactic, the same way that a lot of us use, where sometimes we go in, we say one thing, it gets taken out of context, and our original goal was to go ahead and be a part of this organization or be a part of this club. I can't approve it. She just cares for her sister, throwing Sagami under the bus, even if she deserves it. I can't approve it. Because the way that I'm reading this as an individual, sometimes you come in, you see something, you see a taste for Yuki. You say something that gets taken out of fucking context when your original goal was just to be an organization in this part and see how your sister's doing. No, she's fucking with Sagami. She's like, wow, you know, you're really helping out people as it should be, even though we know what their caliber of leadership is in that family. Oof. Oh, I mean, and in terms of like what's expected of them so far. God damn, brother.
でも見る限りじゃほとんど雪の下さんがやっているように見えるけどな。
その方が効率がいいし。
での下さんがやっているように見えるけどな。
その方が効率がいいし。
でもそろそろ破綻する。
I mean, he's able to read it.
そうなる前にちゃんと人を頼った方がいいよ。
He sees it. He fucking sees it. He calls it out. Man.
手伝うよ。有志団体の取りまとめだけ有志団体側の代表ってことでどうかな。
雪の下さん
That's fuck. Oh, dude, you just gotta be open to it. You just gotta be open to it. You just gotta fucking be open to it. Look at all the fucking things that she's gotta look at, dude. He understands it. He quickly takes into consideration what is happening in this situation and speaks up when others don't. Fucking love the dude for doing this, right? But Yukino needs to be open to letting go. Yukino reminds me of the type of individual who like wants to be like a content creator or whatnot, but doesn't want to go ahead and like maybe they have a lot on their plate, but doesn't want to go ahead and like relegate it out. Like, hey, I need you to go ahead and help out with the editing, guys, if you guys can't. I need to go to like I need some help. Like actually being open to saying like I need help, but they just want all like, you know, because of all the things that are happening in here, it's just like oh Ed, you don't know about Hayato. Another deep into Hayaman and Hachiman's relationship. Oh. I'm so curious where this is gonna go. I'm not gonna lie. I love the character, like at least as this moment. He wants to help solve the root problem. He understands it and he's pointing it out. But does she want to go ahead and let go of it?
誰かを頼るのも大事なことだよ。ハルさんだってこういう時は。
葉山の言うこともめぐり先輩の言うことも全くもって間違っていない。最高だ、感動だ、麗しい仲間意識だ。
Can we also applaud real quick how far Hachiman has come from episode 1? Where now he has people coming and talking to him openly in a world where at the very beginning no one wanted to talk to him. You know, he really was a fucking loner. And now he has people actively coming and having conversations, small bursts of like that's fucking powerful to even see, bro. Like all the connections that like he's forming, and even though he might not realize it, and he might think he's not changed, there is change happening. I'm just waiting for the major extreme relapse to happen.
だが、じゃあ一人でやることは悪いことなのか？どうして今まで一人でも頑張ってきていた人間が否定されなきゃいけないんだ？そのことが俺は許せない。頼るのは大事でしょうけど、そもそも頼る気満々のやつしかいないんですよね。
お
お、具体的にはあれだ。そう、俺に仕事を押し付ける連中とか、俺が楽できないのは。
Why'd you shove it onto yourself, brother? Why'd you shove it onto yourself, brother? Hachiman, you were so good at first. You spoke fucking facts, brother. You threw fucking fire, brother. You were out there throwing fucking fire. And then the self-sacrifice happened, brother. Oh, brother.
この際仕方がない。けど、俺以外の誰かが楽をしているのは許せない。
君、最低だね。
そっちも手伝うよ。
確かに雑務にもしわ寄せがいっているようですし、一度割り振りを考え直します。それとお手伝いの件、白めぐり先輩のご判断もありますし、ありがたくお受けします。ごめんなさい。
うひと踏ん張り頑張
At this point, I would just be like, ring, ring. Anyone see the fucking chairwoman? Sorry, guys. We're not getting started until the chairwoman's here. We have a fuck ton of work to do. You want to turn people really quickly on someone? Guys, per our club charter, we can't get started until the chairwoman is present and throughout the duration of a chair, you know, the chair being present and active. Sorry, guys. I guess we gotta wait. I don't have the authorization to make it work. We need the chairwoman's approval for everything. That's an evil Ed route. Everyone's fucking waiting there. I know, and Yukino's the one that's apologizing, which, by the way, beautiful aspect of progression, but at the same time, that's a hit on an ego. But that's what I'm saying. She's thinking it's her fault and that things are not failing, things are failing, not Sagami. When it's Sagami's and not hers. And that's the key element there. She's personalizing everything. So, let's talk about this. What does Yukino have? Personalization. Yeah, she's filtering shit. She's taking the blame. She's personalizing this for her. All these cognitive distortions are coming into her and affecting her. Like, holy shit, brother. There are a lot of key cognitive distortions that are present right now. Thank you, Lena.
遅れてごめんなさい。
I would have been like, nah, bro. Nah. Nah.
葉山くんこっちいたんだ。
お疲れ。相模さんはクラスの方行ってたの？
うん、そうそう。
相模さん、ここに決算員を。不備についてはこちらで修正してあるから。
そう、ありがとう。っていうか、うちのハンコ渡しておくから押しちゃっていいよ。
So then who the fuck is the chairperson? Oh, bro, I want... I can't. This episode's fucking killing me. Oh my god, dude. I want to fucking... Yeah.
ほら、委任っていうやつ？
So then who's the chairwoman?
はい。
では、今後は私の方で決裁します。
楽しいことやってると一日が
Hey, yay! Go have fun. Just don't come back, please. At this point, just relinquish your title. You ain't doing shit. Everyone sees it. Everyone's stressed the fuck out. Look at the people's faces, bro. Look at the girls' faces. They're looking at her like, what the, like, it's disgust, brother. Look at the faces of the girls in the computers looking at the chairwoman. Like, what the fuck is going on, brother? Oh.
じゃあ、お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でした。
珍しくお兄ちゃんが疲れた人の声出してる。
Now she isn't anything but a name. Yeah. I just hope that she doesn't get sick. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Being overworked and whatnot can lead to you getting sick, getting extremely sick, and getting to a point where like you literally start like, because I've gotten sick. I've gotten extremely sick while being overworked and shit. And like you need to be careful with that. That's why self-care is important and leaving work at work. This is why I emphasize it to all, like everyone that I bring into my team, like leave work at work and your life matters, and you know, pay attention. Like for example, I have people with kids, right? And a lot of people with kids that work with me, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Like, because there's sometimes they're like, we can't find the sitter. And I'm like, if you need to bring your kids to work, feel free. Like, you know, you don't have to stress out about that. Or if you want to go ahead and like work from home for a little bit, just let me know, communicate that. Like, I'm not going to stop you from prioritizing life first, right? As long as you're able to go ahead and get some stuff done. In the tennis episode, we learned that she has no stamina. My buddy had a stroke from overwork. Yeah. I love how grounded is an old person. I'm tired of saving the kids, the world every week. Yeah.
今日はどうしたの？
さあ
雪の下は体調を崩して
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Pre-watch. Yeah, totally, bro. Totally. Even though you guys see me fucking click on the thing and like note that it's not fucking pre-watched or anything. Yeah, no. It happens though. Like realistically, this happens in a work environment like constantly, man.
休みだ。
僕は何にも分かってなかったんだ。言葉に騙されるべきじゃなかった。彼はいい匂いがしたし、
Hey
いつ
yo.
も輝いていた。
Hey yo.
仕方ないよ。君はまだ若い。彼の愛し方を知らなかったんだ。
次回、そしてそれぞれの舞台の幕が上がる。
And so the curtain rises on each stage, and the festival grows to a feast on us.
祭りは最高にフェスティバっている。
Oh, I am so excited. I am so fucking excited, ladies and gentlemen. What a fucking episode, though. This show allows us to explore different dynamics and different things presented like all together, right? Whether it's character dynamics, family dynamics, situational leadership, what it means to go ahead and do certain things. It's real, man. High School Romance talks about leadership in workplaces. Has made this episode made us feel some strong emotion. It really did. And my number one thing is like, this is a show that I think a lot of people could reflect on and feel things, you know? People hate Oregairu. Some people do. But it's like, I've seen more of an emphasis on like the slice of life aspects and like the aspects of self and caring and, you know, what it means to like struggle with like making friends and taking on too much and, you know, caring about others and seeing other people in pain and 1,001 other things. And yeah, it's so good. It is so fucking good, and I can't recommend this enough. I'm going to give this episode... It fucking triggered something in me, like a 9.5 out of 10. Just because I want to go ahead and dropkick Sagami. And if a show gets me to go ahead and want me to dropkick someone, it's doing a good job. It's doing a really fucking good job if it gets me fucking triggered to that amount, ladies and gentlemen. Anime name is just clickbait into emotional distress. I'm really curious, though. And I'm going to leave it up to you. Is Season 2 actually better than Season 1? Like actual question for you guys. Is Season 2 better than Season 1? Because if Season 1 is already, like, it already has me by the fucking balls like this, dude.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm excited, man. I'm fucking thrilled. I'm beyond thrilled for Season 2 or Season 3. I hope you guys come through and show that love and support that we were able to get through it. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell button, all those things, man, because it helps a ton when it comes to promoting the videos and getting it out there. I suck at promotion. So if you guys want to help us out, especially with like, you know, any form of editing or any form of like promotion or commenting, it would mean the world to me. And that's from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching this video. YouTube, I'll see you later, man. Practice that self-care. I appreciate you.